Do you believe that music makes the people come together? If your answer is yes, then today's topic is for you. Hi, it's me again, Mikey, and welcome to OEI's free virtual learning. Today, we will talk about music. So, all the music lovers out there, come on and join me today. So, how about you guys? What is your favorite genre of music? Or what kind of music do you listen to? If you will ask me, I listen to any kind of music, from pop, rock, ballad, hip hop, R&B, but lately I've been hooked to K-pop. Yes, you've heard it right. K-pop stands for Korean pop. I know some of you might be familiar and some of you might not. So Korean pop is music originated from Seoul, South Korea. From South Korea. Okay, so ever since I started teaching Koreans online 2 years ago, I've been hooked to Korean pop or to K-pop. Okay, so if you have time, I hope you can listen to one of K-pop songs. Okay, and tell me if what do you think of that. Okay, I will hope for your feedback. But for now, let's have our topic for today. Okay, so we will talk about music. So I believe in the saying that music makes the people come together. And aside from that, music makes the people relax, right? And some people make it as their hobby, playing different instruments, singing songs. So it's a very good way of relaxation. Listening to music or making music as well. Okay, so our topic for today, or topic of today, will be about music. So let's have the vocabulary words. So everybody, I want you to repeat after me. Okay? That's good. First one, genre. Good. Beat. Composer. Singer. Composition. Lyrics. Melody. Instrument. Musician. Okay, good job, everybody. So now let's go to the first vocabulary word, and it is genre. Okay, the first time when I was in elementary, I first read it as January. Yeah, but actually it is pronounced as genre. Genre. Okay, so what is a genre? A genre is a category of artistic composition, as in music or literature, characterized by similarities in form, style, or subject matter. So we also encounter this word in literature, right? Different genres. But we also use it in music as well. So genre, it's like, in layman's term, your kind of music. What genre do you listen to? Do you like pop, country, hip hop, R&B? So that is genre. Okay? So, in my case, my favorite genre of music is K-pop or pop in common. That's good. How about the next word? We have beat. Drop dot beat. Drop dot beat. Okay, so beat is what? Okay, so a main accent or rhythmic unit in music or poetry. See, so really music and literature comes together, right? Okay, so beat, main accent. So, for example, it's like this. I'll give you a beat. Okay, so that is the beat. So the main accent of music. Okay, so whenever we listen to music, the thing that we hear, that is the beat. Okay, beat of the drums, beat of the guitar, and anything else. Habit, the next one we have composer. So what does composer mean? What is composer? Okay, so the composer is someone that writes music, especially as a professional occupation. Okay, so some singers, they have their own composer. There are people who write songs for them. Alright, but there are also singers who are composers as well. So they write their own music. Okay, but you can be called or considered a composer if you're doing it professionally. Okay, good job. How about the next one? We have singer. La 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 la. Who loves to sing? Raise your hand. Okay, that's good. So a singer, you're all familiar with this one. A person who sings, especially professionally. Okay, so that means if you're a singer, you do it as your occupation, as your work. You're a recording artist. You're singing in a hotel, in a bar. You're part of a rock band. Okay, so that is a singer. How about the next word? We have composition. Composition. Okay, a work of music, literature, or art. So composition, it's the final work of the composer. Okay, so if he has written a song, a full song. Okay, so that is a composition. Alright, and now let's have the lyrics. Okay, so what is a lyrics? Okay, the words of a song. So the words of the song. If you're singing in a karaoke, the one that you are reading. Okay, so that is the lyrics. Alright, that's good. How about the next one? We have melody. What is a melody? Okay, the sequence of single notes that is musically satisfying. So a song should have a beat, rhythm, and a melody. Okay, so this is the principal part in harmonized music. Okay, and the next one we have the instrument. So who among you knows how to play a musical instrument? Okay, so an instrument is what? Okay, to be specific, musical instrument. Okay, because we have different kinds of instrument. We also use that in science, right? So to be specific, what is a musical instrument? Okay, so the one that we use to make music. That includes guitar, piano, drums, flute, violin, cello. So the instruments that we use to make music. Musical instrument. Okay, and last but not the least, we have, okay, the last word is musician. What is a musician? Alright, so a person who plays a musical instrument, especially as a profession, or is musically talented. Okay, so they are called musicians. Person who plays a musical instrument. So uh, a musician can plays the instrument. Okay, so that is the basic. But a musician can also sing. So he or she just plays a musical instrument. It's okay. Alright, so usually these are the people who makes music together with the composer and the artist, musician or musicians. That includes pianists, guitarists, or yes, guitarist, drummer, bassist. So those are musicians. Okay, good job. So now let's have our grammar of the day. So please read, everybody. We use this, singular, and these, plural, as pronouns. Okay, so to talk about people or things near us. So singular, we have this and these. Okay, so for example, okay, I don't have an example, but I have this one. So this is, okay, so this is my hard drive. Okay, alright, so this is my hard drive. So I'm using this because it is singular, only one, and it is near me. I'm holding it. Okay, so this is my hard drive. But if I have two or more hard drive, plural, I should use these. Okay, so for example, I have two hard drives. I can say these are my hard drives. Okay, very good. So some people get confused with this one. So, for example, the sentence, one of these days, okay, one of these days, I'll watch a movie. So here, this means one of these days, one of these following days, I will watch a movie. Okay? But some people, I encounter this, they say one of these days. So this is wrong because it should be these. Because days is what? It's plural. More than one. Okay? So that is the use of this and these. Now let's have the next one. Let's read, everybody. We use that, singular, and those, plural. Alright, it's pronouns. Okay, we use the, we use, alright, we use the that and these. Okay, it should be that and these. So, I'm sorry, that and those. Okay, so we use, that and those for people or things that are not near us. So for the objects that are far from us. Alright, so for example, this one, my hard drive again. For example, it's far from me. Okay, it's far. So I can say that is my hard drive. For singular. Okay. So singular. It should be here. This and that. Okay, so that is my hard drive. Okay, so we have this and that. This for near and that for far. Now let's have the plural form. So earlier, that is these. We'll use these. Now we will use, okay, those. So for example, I have more than one hard drive. I will say those are my hard drives. Okay. Alright, so I will make it. So if it's near, we use this for singular. Alright, these for plural. Okay. And for far, we use that. Sorry, we use that for singular. And those for plural. Okay, so that is the use of this, these, that, and those. So now let's have the sentences of the day. Everybody, let's read together. This is the song that you're going to sing. These are the other members of the band. That will be the stage where you'll perform tomorrow. Those are talented musicians from all over the world. Okay, so once again, for near objects, things that near us, we use this for singular and these for plural. And for those who are far, we use that for singular and those for plural. Okay, very good. So everyone, do you have any questions? Are you sure? Okay, that's good to hear. So today, remember, we studied about these and that and those. So I hope that you learned something from me today. Okay? So now, if you want to book classes, you can visit our website. It's www.onlineenglishinstitute.org. Okay? Or you can visit our Facebook page. The link is here. Facebook.com/onlineEnglishIns, or you can simply search. You can search OEI, Online English Institute. Okay, so you can search for that on Facebook. There you can message us. You can also book classes, and you can join different events. So we have free events there. You can join our free lounge where you can have a one-on-one or a group class with me and the other teachers of OEI. Okay, so everybody, once again, it's me, Mikey. I hope you learned today and you had fun. I hope to see you all guys soon. Goodbye.